some reason this little park has always been a kind of favorite of mine. It's very cozy with nice statues, nice trees, and looks very calm, even if it's in the middle of all these houses, all these flats. Go all that well. I don't think I ever seen so much flea market crap, classical religious Swedish dance bands in a while as I have when I was at these two places. But that's the way, I guess. I managed to find one thing though that I was extremely happy for. What about this huge Donald Duck book, the best from the Donald Duck pockets that was released monthly. This is from 2019, 500 pages and $4, 40 Swedish kronor. That is a bargain. Yes. So a bargain, but not a musical one. But whatever. See this house over there? That is my old school, one of them. I went there between 1983 and 1985, and it was a small school, so it's not far from where my parents live today, and I didn't live in this area back then. I was traveling back and forth here from the city where we lived in then. So why not go and have some nostalgia? It is a little windy today, so I hope it won't be that noisy with wind. Today this is a community center, And I remember up there was the place where the teachers had their room. That ramp for wheelchairs wasn't there then though, but otherwise this house looks pretty much the same as it did back then, from the outside anyway. I don't know if these are the same goals as then or if they have changed, most likely the later. But I remember that we back then had some sports activities here. Here were the few times in my life where I actually had skates on and did skating. Otherwise I could never hold the balance on those kind of stuff, but back then I was trying at least. And we were playing bandy, ice hockey and football also when some time came here. Here on the back I remember that during autumn times we used to play frisbee golf. And winter times, of course, there was some skiing here, downhill. All kind of winter activities. So, welcome to my old life. So, I have arrived. Now, let's go through this. I think I was wrong. I meant let's plow through this. It's very crowded. This is today's dinner. Fried chicken, rice, vegetables. Yum yum. spikarna at the island of Alnö. Where else? Now let's relax to this amazing view. Well, after a nice time here, it's time to jump on these rocks to get back. It is a classic. It has become a classic for those visiting here to jump on the rocks. Though you should have good condition. This is the Lake Sidsjön, and it is a place that I have taken to before, but the last time I was here it was winter time, so this is actually how it looks like summertime. And to get a better view, I have walked up the skiing hill to get this view, and this is definitely a beautiful place. So I thought, let's see how much further up I can go without getting too tired. Well, this is as high as I actually had the strength to go. But it is still a magnificent view over this part of the city. Finally, I have struck gold. It has been a total desert the entire year so far when it comes to records, and finally I managed to strike gold, both up at Erikshjälpen and here at OK Jazz Gold. Take a look at this. Those are CDs I bought from Erikshjälpen. A lot of early jazz. Normally I'm not that sound of Dixieland, but early recordings always fascinates me, so I couldn't help buying this King Oliver. We have Casa Loma Orchestra. This is interesting because I heard a old radio show with a kind of a portrait on Glenn Gray and the Casa Loma Orchestra, and they were playing early recordings of Casa Loma Orchestra, and this was just a week ago I listened to it, and I thought to myself, well, this was actually good, maybe I should start looking for early Casa Loma Orchestra recordings. And a week later I found this. These are recordings, the earliest recordings of the Casa Loma Orchestra, so seek and you will find. Live recording from 1956 with Lester Young. Pablo release. And a today forgotten pianist, Dick Twardzik, and his trio. Was in the bebop genre, I think, and it's 50s recording. And also here, vinyl, jazz vinyl, Stan Getz, and a live recording from Stockholm in 1983. Not to be confused with Stan Getz and Chet Baker live concert from Stockholm that I bought earlier, because Chet Baker is not here. This is a CBS release, Stan Getz. We're recording from 1975. This is a compilation, Angry Tenors, but it's 40s recording, 40s small band swing, and I'm very weak for that. So of course I had to buy it. We have 3 settings: I Quebec and orchestra and band, say, Illinois Jaquette and band, and Ben Webster and quartet and trio. So of course 40 small band. This one I actually wanted to have for quite some time, and not often I say that about a Frank Sinatra album, but this is Frank Sinatra and Count Basi's album, and the reason why I wanted it is because it is arranged by and conducted by Quincy Jones. So this one can sound as good as it wants. And it's also in the back contains an interview with Quincy Jones, how we made these recordings. Touching album. This is Lester Young. This album is released in 1959. Problem is it doesn't say when the recordings are from, but it is a verb release. And 1959 is the release of this album. It also contains a text here by Ralph J. Gleason, journalist, written a week after Lester Young passed away. So it's a pretty touching and a little sad chronicle about Lester Young after his death. But interesting, a different kind of settings. Now, a trio album with Oscar Peterson. Can you imagine? Oscar Peterson, Great Connection. Nils Henning, Oscar Peterson and Louis Hayes from 1971, recorded in Germany. We have Oscar Peterson Trio, Swings the Standard. Recording from 1959. That is the normal. Take Pen and Ray Brown. This one is originally a verb release, but this is a reissue on Memoir Jazz. And Another Day, another one from Germany, Time in Germany, because it's released on MPS. So this is from 1970, recorded 1970. So finally some really jazz bargoons. It isn't every day these days, so I have to grab it while I can. Holy cow, take a look at this rainbow. I think it's one of the clearest rainbows I ever seen. Mother Nature is kind to us with the performance right now. On the road again. That's where I am, and this time I am in the area called Justadalen, Johannedal, and looking for the February street, because I said before that this summer has been a really low point when it comes to different kind of flea market, garden flea markets. But finally today I discovered one here. So I don't know whether it will be records there or not. Time will tell. But at least I'm going to try to find my way to that. So let's go find the February street. It appears that this is a kind of a flea market with many sellers at different houses. So let's go see what they have here. Well, that was a waste of time. I talked with the one who was arranging this, as I know her a little bit from before, and there was supposed to be 5 houses in this area having flea market stands. 3 of them pulled out. So now there was just 2 of them, and one had enormous dose of children's stuff. The other one was having more of glasses and plates and so on, and clothes, as you can see. So the only record-like thing was a couple of children records and audiobooks. So. But as far as I know, there's supposed to be a little bit more nature stuff to film here. So let's go see if we find anything more beautiful while we're here anyway. a place, believe it or not, called Gubben, the old man. Don't ask me why they chosen this name. They can call it whatever they want, because this is pretty beautiful. Standing here close to a stage, a huge stage that has been built up because we have a kind of a street party here this weekend on the main square. I'm not going to attend it because it's way too expensive and not that much interesting artists for my taste. Tonight it is a band called Mares that is going to perform, and I'm standing here as far as from the music I can, so I won't get a copyright strike. Mares, I don't know that much about, but from what I understand, they are doing one of the last concerts in career here tonight. So I'm going to take a little round tour and see. Let's see what happens. It's not much that happens because there are beer tents, but they won't open until the entire show starts, and then I won't be allowed to be here since I haven't paid any ticket. This is the stage preparing for the concert that will be in around 1.5 hours, and we have here I think this is hilarious. This is a kind of a VIP lounge, and what a VIP lounge it is. Some kind of a bamboo fence that is so large that no one can see over it. We have these horrible lamps with rabbits, and they have some drink coolers, some coolers, and they have tables, and well, that's pretty much it. I don't know why you have a VIP lounge for a street party, but if you're going to have one, I think you should have more luxury than this. This looks like a VIP lounge IKEA style. Then we have this is belonging to restaurant in the back, not to the street party. And you have there, it's not open yet, sound engineers, and there you have more beer tents. And for those who stands in the back and can't see. So this is what's going to happen here this evening. So as I said, I won't be here, but I thought I should show you what happens here. So over and out.